Hello, I'm 𝗟𝗏𝗄𝗏 and today I have an announcement to make. I have a new program that is focused on anxiety, how to overcome anxiety. In this video I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to talk about the 3 key elements to overcome anxiety that are the steps that I used in my life to overcome anxiety in my late 20s, early 30s. Not a long time ago, about 6 years ago, I started working on this, but allowed me to completely overcome it. At that point, when I started, I didn't even call anxiety what I had. For me, it was just normal life. I didn't know it was possible to get rid of that. I just knew I was very afraid to be in social situations, to talk to new people, to enter new experiences, everything. My answers to everything related with that was no, no, no. I wanted to hide. I wanted to stay away. I didn't feel safe. And that was my feeling inside. So how did I overcome it? First of all, I noticed that my mind was always working, all the time. You probably are familiar with this, with always having thoughts, continuously having thoughts. And at the time I was even a little bit in love with that idea that my mind was so busy. But in these situations, my mind was creating these dark stories with a lot of questions related with self-doubt. What will happen if I go there? If I say that, they will think this. That person will start thinking that I'm this or that. A lot of this was related with self-value, with self-esteem that I didn't have at the moment. So what is the first element? The first element is related to this. If you want to overcome anxiety, you need to learn how to stop thoughts. How to stop thoughts at will. I mean having a blank mind, like a blank piece of paper with no thoughts coming in or out, just blank. Just purely in the moment. You probably heard of this idea, being in the moment, and this is a skill that you can learn. I learned it with specific types of meditation, that some of them I adapt to be more effective. They really worked well for me and with my clients. So this is the first element, the first thing you need to learn. You need to learn how to stop those thoughts. So this is part of the course, is the first element I teach. Second one is to be able to understand your body's stress response and your emotional reaction. Whenever you feel anxious, the mind is very busy, and at the same time you have this very intense reaction in your body. Many times it's a stress response, so you need first to understand it, and you need to be able to control it. You need to be able to change your emotions by noticing the stress response, your breath, your emotions, and the connections between all of this, and also be able to change it at will. So for this, there are exercises that I'm going to teach you and that I use myself and use again with my clients to be able to control this aspect of anxiety and to take control of a situation that right now might seem unavoidable. Right now we might be experiencing these emotional reactions and just be uncontrollable. It's like you feel powerless towards them. So the second step is to learn how to get power over it, how to control it, and how to turn a pressure situation into a situation that instead of making you contract and hide, instead makes you rise above it. It makes you be better instead of being worse at in the given situation. I'm talking about perform better. I'm talking about reaching into parts of yourself that you don't even know you have yet. That's what I'm talking about. It's a very exciting work. Then the third step has to do with taking actions in the real world and slowly, very slowly, expose yourself to pressure situations. So whatever is triggering your reaction in the real world as you live your life normally, you need to slowly familiarize yourself with this. So because this can be challenging, we first work on creating what I call a safety net. So this is a process that if you follow it slowly, step by step, you can regain control of the things that you lose control of when you're triggered. So you can rely on this process to feel calm again, to feel safe again. That's what I call the process of reaching a safety net, is that you can enter a challenge situation and during the situation feel that you're losing control, but then if you take a moment, you can regain control due to this feeling of that you're having a safety net. This process is also made with exercises. It's a combination of the things I talked before plus something else. That is, you need to really put yourself in these situations and slowly expand your comfort zone, together with actually taking action in the real world. It's not enough to do just exercises or to stay at home and come to sessions, coaching sessions, and hope that things will get better. That is not enough. You need to actually take concrete actions by entering challenging situations with the right attitude, deciding that you're going to do a certain thing and do it, and there's a big change that happens here. So this is the third element. When you combine these three elements, you'll be able to first deal with anxiety better, cope with it better, and slowly the idea of overcoming it starts becoming real. And you start feeling, more than believing, you start feeling that you can do it, that you can overcome it completely. This might be more challenging for some people than others, but it is a possibility. It all depends on your own history with anxiety and other things in the past. Sometimes it's related with trauma as well. So we need to be very attentive here, and that's why to have some guidance, to have my guidance is important. So you don't bite more than you can chew during this process. So at the end of this mini course, you're expected to, again, deal with anxiety better, but also feel more self-confident. Feel that you can express yourself more freely. One of the things that I hated the most when I really suffered from anxiety was the feeling that I was always holding back. So you're expected at the end of a course to be embracing new experiences more than before, and to be able to express yourself more authentically. For me, this is one of the most valuable things of working with anxiety, is because anxiety right now is blocking you from new experiences, exciting experiences, and also for your own self-expression through actions, through language, through everything. Even the way you feel your emotions is being somehow blocked by it. That's why this work is so important. So if this that I talked about resonates with you, if you feel you can benefit from it, please send me an email or a direct message and we talk more about this offer. Lastly, the price. So the price, I'm going not to reveal it completely, but is in the mid 3 figures. So this gives you an idea if this is something for you or not. Again, if this resonates with you, if this makes sense with you, if you're struggling with this and you really want to know how to overcome it, you feel lost, you want to change, you feel you're wasting time of your life by not addressing anxiety and you really want to do it, so then contact me. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, not only because of the content that I think is very useful, but also because now you have a new opportunity to deal with anxiety. Really enter in contact with me if you wish to do so. Otherwise, see you next time.